There's something about a fresh snowfall that is just so peaceful, calming, and grounding. The way the air is perfectly crisp, and the way the snow lands so lightly on the earth. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Getting Grounded. Today I want to talk about living in the present moment and why it's so important for you to do this, especially in today's world. As humans, we tend to say this common saying, which is, I wish that. And whether it's, I wish it was summertime, I wish it was Christmas, I wish my kids were older, I wish I didn't have this job. No matter what it is, we tend to always yearn and think that the grass is always greener, when in reality, it's not always greener on the other side. God asks us to live in the present moment and to enjoy each and every precious minute, no matter what stage that you're in. It doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be frustrated. But it's really important to live in the present moment. So today I want to share these 5 tips that will help you just to live presently and why they're so important for us. And stick around for the 4th one because this one really helped me. So tip number 1 is it shows gratitude. Being thankful for what we have is a huge theme in the Bible. And I think one of the biggest weights that can be lifted off our shoulders is when we thank God for what we have and what He's done for us. It's talked about numerous times in the Bible. Psalm 100 verse 4 says, "Enter His gates with thanksgiving and His courts with praise. Give thanks to Him and praise His name." Philippians 4 verse 6 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." Tip number 2 is remembering that time does not stand still. Everything is temporary. Remember that everything will pass. So no matter what storm you're going through, just know that it won't last forever. If we remember this and can stay grounded knowing that things on this earth are temporary, it holds a different place in our hearts. I remember growing up, whenever I used to get anxious about anything, whether it was really big decisions or where I'd be going to school or trying out for a play, whatever it was, I remember my grandma always telling me, pray, hope, and don't worry. Everything is temporary on this earth and everything will pass. So if you feel really anxious about a decision coming up in your life, just know that time heals all and just give that decision to God and He will take care of you. Tip number 3 is that wishing ahead steals today's peace. So when we're constantly thinking, I'll be happy when, it trains our mind to overlook what's already good. This present moment holds so much. It holds peace, safety, small joys, but future thinking can often blind us to them. Matthew 6 verse 34 says, "Therefore do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble." By thinking far into the future, it can actually cause more anxiety because then our mind starts thinking of all the things that we need to do and we're not really living presently. Tip number 4 goes to our future selves, and it is just a tip of looking back. So when we look back at our lives, we want to be able to say, wow, I remember 4 years ago, and I was raising my kids, and it was the best time that goes far too fast. But we want to be able to tell ourselves that we did a great job and we truly lived in the moment, no matter how hard it was or no matter what was going on around us. I really do believe that our future selves will thank us if we lived in the moment right now. Or maybe something's been on your heart and you've been wanting to do something and maybe you haven't started it yet, but whether it's writing a book or reading the Bible from front to back, starting a website, whatever it is, it's important to take those small steps now to be able to achieve your future goals. Tip number 5 is to stop living for the weekend. We shouldn't be dreading Mondays and only loving Fridays, because then we're not really living our weeks. If we have a different mindset of thinking, hey, God gave me this job right now, so I'm going to do it great and to the best of my ability, and I'm going to please Him with what I'm doing. We've all walked into an office, whether it was your dentist, your pediatrician, your doctor, and the receptionist was just nasty and looked like they wanted to just leave. They couldn't wait to leave. Don't be the receptionist. I used to work for Target and BJ's before this, and looking back, I should have enjoyed it more. Yes, I was super busy, and I felt like my head was always spinning with tasks, but it was a great job, and I should have been more grateful for it. Ever since my pastor brought up living in the present, whenever someone tells me, I just want it to be blank, I realize that I don't. And I want to live for the here and the now, because this is the time we never get back. So enjoy the people around you right now. There's always going to be things to look forward to, but let them come at the perfect time. Thanks for watching. I hope you found some calmness, and I hope you'll join me in my next one.